Dolly Madison, how about a glass of lemonade, huh?
Certainly, that'll be $2.
$2? $2 for a glass of lemonade for me? Friggin' brats.
You don't have to have tons of experience or many years under your belt to think up the next great idea. Just ask some of the youngest entrepreneurs to ever appear on Shark Tank. From bow ties to lemonade stands, these kids' pitches were so awesome the sharks were blown out of the water. Kiowa Calves. Most kids get cuts and scrapes, comes with the territory, but not many kids use that experience as an opportunity to dream up a brand new product. For 4-year-old Kiowa Calves, it was a no-brainer. Faced with a scraped knee, Kiowa told her dad she wished she had new skin to paint over her scrape. Boo Boo Gone was born. Kiowa's father happened to be an inventor himself, so he encouraged Kiowa by having her meet with scientists and investors to help develop her product, which was just a liquid band-aid that would come in a variety of kid-approved colors. By the time she was 7, chemists had perfected her product and she was ready to meet with the sharks. They were impressed with her product and the pitch, and Kiowa ended up scoring a $100,000 investment. Mikaila Ulmer. Me and the Bees Lemonade is a company started by, believe it or not, a 4-year-old. You heard that right. Mikaila Ulmer had the idea for her lemonade company when she wasn't even old enough to go to school. It was years later, at age 9, that Mikaila appeared on Shark Tank to pitch her company and try to score an investor. The company, which started out as a simple lemonade stand, was a way to help raise money to save bees. The company turned into a full-blown family company, and when Mikaila told the sharks about it, Damon took notice. He invested $60,000 in Me and the Bees Lemonade. In 2017, when Mikaila was just 13 years old, she was named one of Time magazine's most influential teens. She has also been working on writing a children's book to help other kids start their own company. Judging by her success, we definitely take her advice. Trip Phillips. Trip Phillips was just like any other kid. He loved to build Legos, but Trip took his love for the building blocks a step further by creating Lego. Glue is an adhesive that will bond Legos together, but will release when exposed to water. The adhesive is the first of its kind, and Trip is the youngest patent holder. When he appeared on Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary was extremely interested in investing in the product and offered Trip $80,000 in exchange for 50% of licensing until he gets his money back, as well as 20% of the company. Before Kevin's investment, the company was averaging over $35,000 in sales. Once Kevin kicked in his cash, the company is projected to quadruple that number. Mosiah Bridges. Mosiah Mo Bridges was never the kind of kid to have play clothes. The youngster was known for wearing suits to the playground, and that sparked an idea. Mo was just 9 years old when he started his company, Mo's Bows. He began designing neckties, accessories, and of course, bow ties. At the time, Mo's grandmother had taught him how to sew, and he began making all of his products by hand. Mo took his bow ties on the road and started shopping them around to local retailers before getting the attention of the Steve Harvey Show and Oprah magazine. He appeared on Shark Tank in 2014, where he pitched his product to the sharks. Mo asked the sharks for $20,000 in exchange for 20% equity in his company. Damon advised Mo not to take any money, but offered to mentor the young designer and entrepreneur himself. Mo accepted, and his mentorship with Damon has opened many doors for Mo's Bows. Mo plans to attend Parsons School in Design in New York City. Jake, Lachlan, and Aaron Johnson. Flip Out's Bracelets was the brainchild of siblings Jake, Lachlan, and Aaron Johnson. While on a long car trip, the siblings, who were 13, 16, and 18, came up with the idea for these interactive bracelets. The bracelets have slots for 5 coins with cool designs and inspirational messages on them. Kids can trade coins and track them on the Flip Out's website. The kids entered the Shark Tank with the hope of getting an investor. With only $20,000 in sales at the time, and an existing investment of $250,000 from their parents, it seemed like it would be hard to convince a shark to bite. But when their mom revealed that a company is interested in producing 25 million coins and 3 million bracelets, Damon made the kids an offer of $100,000 for 33% of the company. Kevin made the same deal, but partners with Robert Herjavec. Damon dropped his offer to 25%. The siblings accepted. Henry Miller. What is it with bees? Yet another young bee enthusiast, Henry Miller started his company, Henry's Humdingers, when he was 11 years old, and happened to sit next to a beekeeper on a plane. The beekeeper told him that if all the bees died out of the whole ecosystem, everything would fall apart. Henry decided he wanted to help save the bees and asked his parents for a beehive for his 12th birthday. Henry ended up with so much honey, he decided to sell the excess. He knew plain old honey already existed, so he wanted to do something different. He decided to enhance the honey with different spices to liven it up, creating honey, but with a kick. Henry's Humdingers was born. When Henry took his honey to the Shark Tank, the sharks loved it. The problem is, the majority thinks that the business can't compete with the existing brands already on the market. Robert and Mark made Henry an offer of $300,000 for 75% equity, which would give them the majority of the company. Henry took the deal and went on to make the company even more successful, appearing on QVC and reinventing his website, boosting online sales. Jack Bono. Isn't it great when one young entrepreneur can be there to support other young entrepreneurs? Jack thought of an idea to create Jack Stands in Marketplace, a jumping off point for kids who want to go into business for themselves. Jack Stands in Marketplace provides kids with the supplies, permits, insurance, and scheduling so kids can run their own stands, focusing on customer service, sales, and of course, counting their cash. Jack entered the tank asking for $50,000 for 10% of his company. The Sharks were really impressed with Jack's business model and his drive. It was guest shark Chris Sacca who ended up making an offer. Chris offered Jack $50,000 as a loan with 2% interest. Jack accepted the offer and has grown his business by leaps and bounds. Which young entrepreneur impressed you the most? Have you ever had an idea similar to the ones that we mentioned? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.